Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So, today we're going to talk about a video that I actually watched that was kind of interesting. It was How Many Girls Play World of Warcraft by Oldbess. Now, he got some hate on this video. A lot of hate, actually. I didn't realize that when I watch his videos, usually the dislike to like ratio is always a lot of likes to a very little amount of dislikes. And when I clicked on the video, it was almost at 50-50, and I was like, what the heck happened? So I watched the video, and I kind of saw what he did, and I understand why a little bit of people were a little bit upset with the analytics and stuff. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit and kind of give my perspective on things about the subject. Now, when it comes to female and male playing video games, that's never been a real big issue to me. I've never really cared if you're a male player or a female player. If you're a good player, I'd love to be able to play with you. If you're a bad player, I don't want to play with you if I don't have to. It's just one of those things, you know. In raiding environments, if it's a 5-man environment, I think, man, I did a mythic with some guild on a different server, and we wiped on every boss like 5 times, and it was just their DPS was low. But it was one of those things where it's like, you know, I'll try to push as much DPS as I can with the group, help them out, get them through this. It didn't matter. It was a mythic dungeon. It's not a big deal. It's not, you know, it's not heroic or mythic rating. So it didn't matter to me. But if you're a good player, you're good. If you're a bad player, you're bad. Doesn't matter if you're a female, male. Doesn't matter what race you are. I don't care. Now, when a question like this is brought up, how many girls play World of Warcraft? It's kind of an interesting question because it's like, well, I wonder how many females actually do play World of Warcraft. Because obviously in most video games, and I say most, not all, they're more or less more males than females. Just because, you know, a lot more males seem to stick around video games longer than females. Not saying there aren't female players out there, just saying a lot more of them are male. But when you start looking at graphs and, you know, analytics and stuff, you can't really take those into perspective just due to the simple fact that a lot of players don't look up YouTube videos anyway. YouTube is a very corrupt area where there's a lot of clickbaity titles, and people don't like to go to those. People don't like to search up a guide, whether it be a mount, gold farming, classes. They don't want to click, you know, how to farm X mount, and 100 videos pop up, and only 2 of them have the correct information that you're looking for. So a lot of people don't even search YouTube for a lot of things. A lot of people search Wowhead or MMO Champion or those other websites, right? Icy Veins. These other websites to find out the information they're looking for because it's right there. This is what it is. And I'm not saying those websites aren't wrong sometimes, but they're more correct than most YouTube videos. So when you're looking at percentages of things, you can't say that there's more females or there's more males watching YouTube based on different videos. Because if you looked at, let's say a typical stereotype is a lot of females mountain hunt, right? My wife, she mountain hunts, so she doesn't like to look up YouTube though. She goes to those other websites. But when she does look up anything from YouTube, she looks up stuff from mountain hunting. So if you look up percentages on mount hunting, quote unquote, right? I'm not saying it's true or not, but you could find that a lot more females look up mount hunting than they do gold farming, for an instance, for this particular video. So it's hard to judge. It's really hard to judge. I've raided with a lot of females and I've raided with a lot of males. I've more males than females, but there is a lot of females that like to game, and they're allowed to like to game. And I don't think in the video it was anything against females at all. And I think I was reading through the comments, and I think some females that actually commented felt that it was something against them. And he didn't mean that at all. You know, he was just doing a video that was, you know, an interesting topic, and I I thought it was an interesting video. You know, I was kind of looking at his analytics and stuff, you know, judging my analytics off his and things like that. And, you know, it was just kind of fun for as a video maker to kind of check out some stuff like that. But he wasn't putting females down at all, and there were some comments almost feeling like he was, but he wasn't doing that. He's a really good guy. He does really good videos. Don't worry about that stuff. You know, it was an interesting topic. When a video maker has to take a risk and they have to kind of expand on different things. WoW video making right now is just, it's not too good, right? There's a lot of players that are doing a lot of different stuff. So to do an interesting video like this, I think it's cool that he stepped outside the box on what he usually does and to try to do a new video, which kind of cool, you know. Did get some backlash, but, you know, I applaud him for getting it out there. It's just, you know, he went the wrong way to get the information, and it's very hard unless you're Blizzard to have the information that you have. You won't know how many girls play World of Warcraft, and, you know, like, in my honest opinion, I don't care how many girls play World of Warcraft. It's just kind of a thing that girls play, guys play, white people, black people, Asian people, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. You know, that's just something that I personally don't care about. And, you know, stats on that is not a big deal to me. But it was an interesting video, and hopefully the backlash goes a little bit lower than it is. He's got a lot of dedicated fans, so he'll be okay with it. But that's just my take on it. What do you guys think? Do you guys, how many girls have you guys rated with? If you guys made it this far into the video, 6 minutes and 40 seconds, how many female players have you rated with? And that's about it. Alright, guys. And like always, I'll talk to you guys soon.